I have something to tell you that it's really worrying. So during the last month, I was giving workshops in Istanbul, and it was an amazing experience. One of the best months in my entire life, honestly. But there was something that it was kind of interesting. Every time I was taking the camera of one of my students, every time I looked through the viewfinder, I saw so much information. So it's like most of the people are deciding to turn everything on, you know. So please do a favor to yourself and try to turn as many things as you need off. So, but especially the thing that worried me the most is having the horizon line turn on. The horizon line and also the grids. So, for instance, the grids. It's one out of several grids you might have. You can work with dynamic symmetry, phi grid, Fibonacci spiral, and depending on the scene you're working on, maybe you're gonna need another grid. So if you're only limiting yourself to see with one grid, with the rule of thirds grid, you might actually be missing a shot. Maybe the rule of thirds, it wasn't the right choice for the particular subject, the size or the weight it has. So, rule of thirds is not always a balanced rule. So you might actually, in a certain moment, your subject might be good to put it at the center or maybe on a corner, depending on the composition. So it all depends on the composition and the subject. So the rule of thirds is one rule. And then the horizon. If you're a landscape photographer, for sure, you might need to have your lines straight, and that's fine. But if you're doing street photography, there's no need to have your lines always straight. Every line has a different meaning. Horizon, like straight lines, they mean something like they evoke like peacefulness, stability. So, for instance, if you're taking a photo of a moment that is peaceful, like someone sleeping in a bus, for instance, then you might go for straight lines to give this sense of peacefulness. But sometimes I really want to give energy to the scene. If I don't have enough energy in the frame, the elements on the frame are not giving enough energy, I would actually take the camera and just tilt to one side or the other, depending on the subject, depending on the moment. It's a little bit like just taste. I don't have a set rule how much should I tilt. It's just like a matter of feeling. But when you see, for instance, photos of concerts, you always see, photos of like with a guitar like this. It makes you right away feeling the energy of the moment, feeling the energy of the music. So be aware of your diagonals and not always look for straight lines. It always depends on the subject and the composition. You don't need the straight lines by itself. Like vertical lines also mean another thing. So vertical mean growth, maybe strength, and so on. So please do a favor to yourself. And if you have all these like grids and horizon line straight, turn the shade off, please. do it. Too late. Didn't see that coming. So in that case, I tilted towards the left side because I wanted to the viewer to go towards the left side. I wanted to direct a little bit the viewer because for me that was the most important part of the shot. So, but this is a good canvas. Actually, if I put myself maybe here, this green and red, I have a nice color palette, I think. But resetting 1 meter. So this is the beer area in category. For me, probably one of the best places to take photos in the city, especially towards the end of the day. The light is so good. The light, because there are no buildings on the other side, so you can just you get a really like the sun is bathing all this area till the very last moment, I think. So if I'm taking this photo straight, and instead of taking it with an angle, actually you don't feel. I mean, I think you can feel more the movement of the scene when it's tilted. If it's a straight, you don't feel the energy of like this stairs, people coming in, coming down, and upwards. So I would definitely focus here and getting some tilt so that the viewer, can feel a little bit of the energy, of the place. But I just go by gut feeling, honestly. Like I'm not overthinking. I'm not thinking, oh, I need to tilt now. No, I just feel it. And sometimes it just feels like it needs some more energy. Sometimes sometimes I took a shot and then I thought, oh, maybe I should have tilted a little bit to get some more energy. But it also depends on the subject, also the little lines. When you tilt, it's a straight line. When you tilt, you create a diagonal, you create more rhythm, and so on. So here I'm tilting to the right side, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I feel it needs to be tilted to the right side to create a little bit of motion here with the shadows, to play with the shadows. Also, this area is really good. So here I need to be careful with my shadow. It's a pain in the ass sometimes, my own shadow. But I can add my shadow. It's part of the terrain. We can go a little bit right here. I like the light here. My fucking shadow is on the way. But if I get up to the side, I can just go to this side. In that moment I felt like the man was just laying down in like reading something. The light was great. So for me, it didn't need more energy. The moment was peaceful. Look at here the difference, shooting straight. I like this one though. And given it some angle. I'm not telling you which one is better or worse,
الا گرما